Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. That's Talitha. I'm Travis. It's Wednesday. It looks like we're going to kick it off with the Lucha Bro over there, or whatever his name is, and Chris Jericho. But we're watching Dynamite tonight on this Wednesday. And over on the other TV, we're watching the Futures game. This is the prospects of Major League Baseball. They do this every year also.
Future?
It's all the prospects.
Ooh.
Play the All-Star game.
That's pretty your cat.
But there's no way I can see who the names are. And so it's just green against gold. Don't know what team's which. I don't know.
That's Justin Henry Malloy of the Detroit, whatever those guys
Tigers.
are. Tigers.
I can read them when they do that, but I can't pay that much attention to it. But I'm sure it says it somewhere else.
We do have Jericho out there with a guy in a mask.
Yeah, it's that. We've seen him before. I can't think of what his name is. He's that guy that does that. He runs along the rope and then does the flips. Commander. Commander.
Oh, Commander Cool.
Well, I'm pretty sure
he's not really cool.
Pretty sure it's not cool.
Hi.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It's Commander something.
Did you get a bath? I did. I sprayed you. Want to know why? Because you were trying to get inside the chair.
Because New Day rocks.
And we don't like it when you try to get in the chair. It's gross. It's all wet right there. You might want to fix that.
Don't get up in that. All right.
You're going to be nice? You're going to be nice today?
Did I say Commander?
Yes, Commander.
Jerry.
I said cool, but it's not Commander Cool.
Be cool if it was.
That's a different person. All right. As Travis said, we're starting off with Jericho and Commander. There's people in our chat. We have Bryce out there with us. Walter, P. Cola.
Pete.
Erika is with us. Is back. Hello.
Good
Harley
to see ya.
is with us. Sophie is out there for a moment. Pete Cola is with us, as I just said, and Ravi is with us. Yay, Ravi.
Holla.
All right. Bryce said, hey, y'all, how's it going? Walter says, hey, Travis, hey, Daphne. Pete Cola says, what have I become?
Now that I've betrayed.
Jericho's song. Walter says Chris Jericho will lose. Erika says, I'm back. And Walter says, Tony Schiavone and Taz and Excalibur all on the commentary. Erika says, I haven't been here since May. Well, what the hell?
Dude.
Why'd you do that?
Slacker. Did you give up on wrestling?
Harley says, what's up for wrestling family?
Do you need a recap since May? Roman's still champion.
We got the rehash trash.
And done.
No rehash trash. Harley says, what's up for wrestling family? Not much. How's it going, Harley?
Woo!
Walter says, Daphne didn't win bingo today, but there's bingo on Saturday. Makeup! Oh, sweet, Walter. You're going to win big on Saturday then, aren't you?
How do you play bingo?
What do you mean, how do you play it?
Don't they just give you a card?
You get a card, or maybe you buy cards and you have multiple cards.
That's it.
And then there's somebody up there with a thing full of
I know,
balls,
and then they pull balls out.
And they twist it around, and then they
if you
pull
get
it out,
5
and
in a
they're
row,
like, B5, B5. And then you have to look on all your cards, or your card, and be like, do I have B5 on any of these? And then you mark them out. And then you get a free space in the middle, usually.
right.
And then you have to go across to get a bingo.
Or down.
Or down to get a bingo. Or you can go diagonal to get a bingo.
Cool. It's like Connect 4, but 5.
Yeah.
That sounds cool. I had a game
Travis
of it.
was like, I remember playing bingo a long time ago in elementary school. Haven't played it since. You're telling me you didn't play, like, bingo, like, in elementary school and remember it?
I don't remember playing it. I had the game. I just threw it away when I was cleaning downstairs.
Oh, that's sweet. You threw it away?
It had a...
Yeah, it had the little tiny balls.
Yeah, but
in
it was missing a few.
Oh.
At least that's what I was told. I never actually went through it.
Who said that?
I don't know. Whoever I got it from.
Rude. Anyways, P-Hole says, what's new? Sophie said, hi and good night. See you maybe Friday. Okay, see you maybe.
Woo-woo!
Walter says, boo, Jericho. Robbie says, is it time for AEW? And P-Hole says, oh, hey, the Ipsies are on tonight. Ew.
Commander's out there right now.
Walter says hello to
with
Leopold.
Chris Jericho.
Leopold.
Morel's pitching, huh? Morel. Jackson Morel.
He's from
wait, that's a shortstop.
San Diego.
Never mind.
He's the National League shortstop. He's mic'd up. You can hear him out there swearing and doing stuff.
Yeah, they don't swear.
Walter says, hey, Leopold Cat. Robbie says, didn't know the Masked Singer was a wrestler.
Yeah, he is.
Sophie says the National League won the All-Star game last night, the first time since 2012.
Yeah, it was a long run, 8 years in a row.
Walter says, good match. Cards later tonight.
Or 9 years in a row.
Robbie says, big up D and Travis. Fire. John Sparklin in the chat. Hey, John says, what's up, you grapers? And Piccolo says, there's a new title,
Shark
too.
grape.
A participation title for Seth to hold on to.
Shark grape.
Graping. Robbie's like, D, you should put that saying rehash trash on t-shirt next to a picture of you with thumbs up. Piccolo's like, Pat McAfee is hosting the ISPYs. That's amazing, Piccolo says.
He's just fired right now.
What's amazing, Piccola? What is it? What's the amazing part?
You don't
Walter
know.
says, Daphne, you're right. They're bingo rules. LOL. Yeah, bingo. FaZe Games is in the chat. Hey, FaZe says, did you guys hear the rumor about Giovanni Vinci turning on Gunther and costing him the title against McIntyre at SummerSlam? That already happened? Oh my God, where have I been?
He said the rumor.
No, I think it happened.
It could have in a different dimension.
No, I think it just happened. He just said. He turned on Gunther and cost him the title against McIntyre at SummerSlam.
What year?
He's turning on Gunther right now. And he already did it. And now McIntyre is the winner. Just kidding. No, but they did show some, like, breakup kind of stuff with Giovanni there at the end of the show on Monday.
So, hypothetically, let's get this out. They think, the powers that be, that's
Who's
either Vince or Triple H, right? Think that people are going to watch Gunther versus Giovanni Da Vinci or whatever.
Yeah.
Like as a feud? That's not going to draw.
No, that's just
If
dumb.
you put that, if you said, hey, this weekend, blah, 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 is going to show up at this high school, you're not even going to sell out the high school. I mean, you
Yeah.
could say WWE is going to be there, and so therefore, blah, blah, blah. But I'm just saying those two, just that. Just go, and then some indie guys not selling out.
Not selling.
A lot of people wouldn't even hear about it.
Who are these people?
Like, what's this?
John says, you sink my battleship. Yeah. And Ayla's like, hey Ayla. And Walter says, hey Ayla. Ayla says, hi Walter. Pico's like, sup Ayla. And John's like, hey Ayla, what's happening? Ayla's like, hello, Fat Lisa and John. We're back from Picture in Picture, guys, with that whole match we started with when we went to Picture in Picture.
Yeah, it's still
Jericho
the one, same
versus
one.
Commander Not Cool.
Yeah, Commander Not Cool.
Commander Not Cool. He's not
Commander
cool.
Luchador.
Commander Not Cool Luchador. Wah wah.
Oh, nobody was home.
You okay?
He's gonna beat Jericho right here. You rolled him up.
Don't you dare try to eat me. Just lick yourself.
Oh, Jericho kicked out.
You need a bath. They're stacked on their heads.
Oh,
Oh
arm
no,
drag.
that was weird.
That was a fancy arm drag.
That was just dumb.
This is a lot of weird, fancy wrestling for no reason.
Oh wow! I don't think Jericho.
I think that other guy tapped out. Let's not tap the top of the ground.
Oh no. Hey, that weird dude's on tonight that what's his face vouched for.
Yeah, vouching.
Darby's vouched for person's on tonight.
His buddy's dead or whatever. Died.
Yeah.
His son.
He showed me things. Ayla's like, nothing happening. He just got off work and fed the children. Your spawn. You fed your spawn. Harley's like, hello, Kayla. I think it's Ayla. Walter says there's more tag team tournament matches. It will be cool.
Yeah.
EWE's like, hey, EWE.
Hey.
Nice to see you tonight. How are you doing? Flipping people off in the audience. Ayla says, eyes just rolled so deeply into my skull. No, not your skull.
Nick Wayne.
Pickle is like, yo, he's legit. Nick Wayne is the future of pro wrestling. That's what they keep saying about Garcia.
Yeah, Daniel
and,
Garcia, Wheeler Yuta.
But wow, they've really done so much with their lives. So much.
It's just another small wrestler. That's it.
Sure.
Like, no matter how you spin it, twist it, he's
What's
not.
really sad
He's
is
not
he
Adam
couldn't get
Cole.
in on his own merits of doing anything with his life.
Woo!
He had to have somebody who pled his pathetic victim case. My dad died. Not that that's a funny thing. It's horrible when your parents pass away, young or old, no matter how old you are
Yeah, it's
as
terrible.
a child. It's awful. But his victim case was, as I quote, his daddy died. You should give him a spot. I've been training with him since he was like 4.
Since the 7th
Darby,
grade.
you're disgusting. Yes, sicko. Oh, Ravi had to write a whole paragraph. Ugh. Walter's like, come on, Lucha Bro, get the win. And Ravi's like, I saw a football player, Henderson, 33 years, the captain from my team, Liverpool. Might be leaving to join the Saudi League. He will make $750K a week tax-free.
Not too bad of money.
Does that mean he's going to live in Saudi? Walter says Ayla's tired. Poor Ayla. Pico's like, I ain't talking about damn dummies. Who are you not? You're not talking about dummies? Oh.
I like talking about dummies.
Well, you can't talk about Nick Wayne and not include dummies because he's included in the dummies.
Why are we... What?
What?
Why is he... I haven't even ever seen the dude other than what they
I
showed
just
us
saw their
last
little
week.
stupid promo that they did, and he looks stupid to me.
He's just little.
He didn't look legit at all. He looked like a Weasley little kid. He needs to go grow up some more.
Well, he's 18.
Exactly. He needs to go grow up some more.
He's like that girl, Sky Blue, but she's different because
She's a girl. She's
she's
pretty much already done maturing. He needs to grow until he's 25 in order to be like a real whatever.
Jericho hit him with a code breaker.
Oh, no, not the code breaker. You mismade the list. He's a wizard.
Homeboy
Robbie's like, it was
out.
really the kids fed Ayla. Oh, no. Ayla's like, I'm tired, Walter. What, Robbie? And Walter's like, okay, at 9:10 I'm going, but I'll be here Friday for SmackDown, still in chat. Harley's like, sorry for mispronouncing your name that bad. My phone auto-corrected it to that. What?
You're fine.
EWE says AEW fat cats.
What the
Marq's vegan warriors are the worst fanboys ever.
That was
a
terrible botch on this commander guy.
Ayla's like, it's okay. It's not a common name. Walter's like, so NBA comes out with 2 new rules
Get him, Jericho.
next season.
I saw that. Sit down on him.
Sit on his face.
Tappy taps.
Oh, he tapped it all. Picola's like, I will never bring up anything ever again. Picola, are we going to go cry in the corner? Because we don't like, well, I don't know him, but I'm going to not like him. Mr. Nick Wayne.
Yeah.
Have you seen him wrestle multiple times? Has he been in the indie circuit for the last 10 years of his life?
Did he start 18.
Did he start when he was 8 years old? I know how fucking old the little shit is. Did he start when he was 8? I'm just curious to know. I mean, great. His father may have been fantastic. I'm not saying anything about his dad. I'm sure he was a good guy. I'm sure he was a great wrestling trainer and everything like that. I'm talking about a child. It'd be like putting -1 out there to wrestle somebody at this point.
Why are you so weird?
Why are you weird?
-1's like a child.
So is this other guy. He's a child.
He's 18. He can
still
buy
a child.
a cigarette and smoke it.
No, he can't. You have to be 21.
It's true.
He ain't fucking anything.
He can vote.
Ooh, whoopee fucky do.
He can have sex with people older than 18.
Ayla's like, no, Fat Lisa, bring up all this stuff. People's like, botches. Yes, there was a lot of botches in that.
Here it is. Is he going to join him?
Walter is like, Jericho won. Boo. I was like, how do you annoy God? Just show him a ginger.
So I have a question for everybody in the universe here.
Picola.
Why would Jericho need Don Callis, right? So you put managers like that with guys that can't talk, or you put managers that can't talk with guys that can, like J.J. Dillon. He wasn't the best talker, but Iron Anderson did really good. But Ric Flair was the shit, right? Like, that's fine. But why would these two need to team up when they're both phenomenal mic workers?
I have no idea.
It would make no sense for it to be a stable.
It doesn't make any sense. It's probably something else.
Right. I don't think they'll do it. I think something else is going to happen. I'm just saying that
Are
why
they
on
showing
earth?
old stuff of him?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is him back in like the WCW days or something. Is that him? Is that Don Callis? Yeah, that is. Hey, that's the Harlem Heat. Bad News Brown, sorry.
So Don Callis is next to him with hair?
That's him, yeah. You can see it on his face, his nose and mouth.
That's hilarious.
We're like a couple of gods, Chris. Look at us.
What happened to your hair? Just kidding. Not all of it. You do have kind of a bald spot in the very back, but it's okay. We won't talk about it, right?
He would add the Hulk Hogan hair if he let it grow.
Bad news.
Did he?
Promise. John says, easy Coke Zero. Pico's like, ... And he was like, don't cry in the corner. Do what I do. Cry in the shower. It's better. Pico's like, not a word. Walter's like, Daphne, no rant tonight. Oh, God. Walter, I could give Pico a hard time. He should be able to stand up for himself. Where are the pros about this guy? Come on, Pico. I want to know the pros about him.
He's on a professional wrestling channel tonight.
The only reason why he's on there is because of somebody going to somebody else and saying he's good, give him a contract. He didn't show how good he was. He didn't come up through the ranks like anybody else. Where's Vindicator and giving me the whole Spawn crap? That he's basically getting it handed to him.
Oh my God.
It's the same concept.
It's not even
he's getting
remotely
it handed
close.
to him. He got a professional wrestling contract handed to him. It is close. It's the same fucking thing. Only it's not his daddy doing it. It's somebody who grew up with him. I mean, come on. Like, I want to know the pros about this guy.
First of all, a lot of wrestlers, not Scarlett or Charlotte by herself, were brought into the business by somebody they knew. Like, that's not a terrible thing.
And Vindicator always says everything about them and says how terrible they are. Like, they shouldn't be in it. How dare they?
Right.
I want to know where the outrage is for this. Instead, it's, oh, he's 18. It's fine. He must be fantastic. I want to know what the pros are. Give me the pros. What indies has he been in? Has he been on
first
TV?
of all, I don't
How many
care.
wrestling matches has he had? Wrestling
he
matches.
He signed a contract when he was younger, like 16.
So he was 16. That's
Yeah.
fine.
So he's probably not done a lot of indie stuff.
Well, he should have.
But he flies and flips around, and some people like that.
Oh my God, that's
I'm just saying
that's
that
all
people
he
like
has
that.
for.
Yes.
If that's the only pros, then we have a problem.
Let's wait. I'll wait until I hear what he does on the mic, because to me that's the most important thing. That's to me what a pro wrestler is.
Oh no, get him! Oh no, he's pulling his hair.
Alexander the Great didn't allow his military to have a beard because it could be grabbed in a fight.
Well, there you go. That's why you don't have long hair either.
And don't have long hair, yeah.
So that left, he thinks he's in it, but he's not. He ran off the other way. He wasn't even in the car.
Keep running, Perry.
That's pretty funny.
That's
and the car drove off.
That's his promo. He looks like, now I'm going to go by looks. He looks like Howard on The Big Bang Theory. Like he's got that build. Everybody keep that in mind when we watch him wrestle Swerve. I would say Swerve looks like that black guy in The Big Bang Theory, but I don't know if I've ever seen a black guy in Big Bang Theory. Isn't that crazy to think about?
That is kind of weird. You just
Their
the guy from
HR
India, and that's it.
is a woman, you know.
Oh yeah. They don't have like a friend, like an actual friend that's
I'm
in their
talking
group.
about on the show. Like I didn't remember seeing one in the university, a bartender at the Cheesecake
I
Factory.
think the only other guy they had on there was the guy who played Geordi on Star Trek.
There you go.
They did have him
I love
on
that
Fun
dude.
with Flags as a guest star guy. I don't remember the
know.
Reading Rainbow guy. I can't remember
Yeah,
his
it's
name.
definitely the Reading Rainbow guy. God damn it, what's his name? I love that dude. Oh shit. I literally grew up with that. They would pull us out of class and we'd sit in the library and watch it.
Anyways, Quentin Mitchell in the chat. Hey, Quentin says, have you seen Heels on Stars? It's a wrestling show.
I haven't. I've seen that it's starting back up.
Raw this Monday. EW says we're in this next Stone Cold Steve Austin. Walter's like, oh, Don Callis, boo. I'm a little behind.
You're fine.
Robbie's like, go on, Ayla crying in the shower. And Pico's like, yep, shower beer guzzling. Hassan is in the chat. Hey, Hassan says, hi there, guys. Hello. Walter's like, I respect Ayla. Be nice, guys. And he's like, oh, Walter, you're so sweet. You're too sweet. And Piccolo says, it's for the blood and guts recruitment. Vindicator says, what's happening, Gabby Gabsters? Who like to gab about Gabby stuff? I don't know, Van. You tell us. It was like, Ravi, go eat grass. And Vindicator says, is it safe for me to come in here and talk about AEW yet? Is that swindler Jerry Slow off the TV screen now?
You're safe.
Ravi says, I had a random request on Instagram from a person called Ayla to add me as a friend. Ayla message retracted. John Sparklin's laughing. And Ravi says, no, it's not the same D. It's not, isn't it? Ayla's like, dang typo. I thought I accidentally added a little person on Instagram. What a coincidence. It was you. Vindicator's message retracted, and EW says anti-smarks love hot women, but they like men face women, but if they women, they go to Hooters. What?
I have a question. Everybody needs to join in this one. So you know how it's bad for some to do what they call like blackface? Like you paint your face black and then you put like prison clothes on and you remember this? So basically, you're a black guy going to jail. So you're handcuffed.
Okay.
It was a big thing. They did it in Utah last year, and a whole bunch of people got upset at this university.
Oh.
Because all these white kids dressed up as prisoners, and then there was like, they had their buddies that were...
Was it for Halloween or something?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so anyways, blackface bad. Like,
this
we get
like
that.
A very bad
So
conversation.
somebody sent me... No, it's relative.
Okay.
Somebody sent me a message today. Not saying any name. And it was on TikTok, and it had a midget in a jar. But it wasn't but it wasn't a real midget. It was Hugh Grant. And they made him a midget.
Into a little person.
So, is that similar?
Well, they could always complain about how people put them in roles like that. And so they stopped doing it. So now what kind of jobs will they get? They want them to take him as serious actors and stuff, which I understand that. I get it.
Right.
Right? And we have seen the guy who plays Tyrion Lannister.
Hey, I
can't remember his name, but the South Pole elf.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Guy. Like, he's done really good roles. And
Fire Blaster.
Fire Blaster.
Anyways, there's no doubt in my mind if I was making a movie,
act really well.
If I was making a
he's in
movie,
different roles.
I would put him in it as a boss at the top. You know, like
right.
He doesn't have to be the main character, but he could be a boss in a show, whatever show you're. You know, especially if you're doing like a sitcom or something.
Yeah.
Your boss is this angry South Pole elf. You know, like just angry all the time. Although he could be cool. Like, whatever. Yeah, I mean, any character. Because that dude can pull it off.
Yeah.
But anyways, I like the other one that's kind of goofy. He's in Benchwarmers.
Oh, yeah.
He was married to the one elf. Or, sorry, shit. He was married to the one little person that was on that show you watched. The Britney Spears lookalike.
Really?
That was her husband. In real life.
Oh.
That
was him?
Yeah, he's the guy that was on Benchwarmers.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
The one they made fun of, and they went to his house, and he wore like
and he
glasses.
lived in a castle in his basement.
Castle in his basement. Oh man. I don't know.
They felt bad for teasing him or whatever, so then they put him on the team.
Apologize and put him on the team.
Yeah.
Pickle's like, hey Vin, how's it going tonight? Ayla says I can't type. Spelling is hard. Harley says nothing seems to make sense with Jericho and Don Palace. Or Callus.
Yeah, no,
Robbie
that one
says,
makes zero
Ayla,
sense to me.
Can you spell idiot? It's spelled R-A-V-I. Bryce is in the chat. Hey, Bryce is doing good so far. Just staying hydrated. Good. Walter says Darby and Kassidy for the win next. Ooh. Robbie says Jack Perry a diva. Ayla says someone yelled at me today because we have frozen salmon. I told them we have fresh. She was upset because it wasn't fresh out of the ocean. Listen, lady, we're landlocked, you nut. Right? You nut bag. You want a fucking fresh-ass salmon? Go to goddamn Alaska and get your own.
Well, fresh could also, to me, mean that it's not frozen.
No, she wanted it right out of the ocean.
Like, still flipping.
It sounds like she wanted it right out of the ocean. She sounds like a crazy. Film's like, hey there, Miss D, Travis, big hugs, big heart. Hey, Film, how's it going tonight? And Pico's like, right, nerds. AEW says, we're in is AEW tall guys at all. They got our midget wrestling.
Did you know that
they're very short guys.
Salmon, after they spawn, they start to die. Their body starts to decompose.
That sounds gross.
Right? So there's zombie fish. So they're still moving, but they're dead. Their skin's falling off. It's just rotting on them. So you'll see, like, it's kind of disgusting. You have to watch it on the Discovery Channel. A lot of people don't care to go that far. But they go in these pools, and they're just zombie fish. Because it's not a fish anymore. They're skeletons.
The weirdos are hanging out. It's creepy.
Yeah.
Ravi says, Bryce,
magical.
what's your fave beverage? It looks like I can spell Ravi's mom is a hottie with a body. Sean says, fresh frozen salmon from Jackson Hole Ocean. Ravi's like, yeah, enjoy, Ayla. She's all yours. Ayla's like, thanks, Ravi. Total MILF, Ravi. Ravi's like, Ayla, you ever think before you speak? And Ayla's like, nah, that's boring. Ravi says, doesn't prison clothing have no pockets? Phil's like, hey there, Piccola. And Piccola says, I'm not sure what's happening. Ravi's like, Ayla, when did you become so funny? Vindicator's like, doing good, Piccola, now that Jericho has disappeared.
MJF's never had a friend. He's never played a multiplayer game before because he has to have friends for that.
Oh, God. This is dumb.
Maxim.
This is stupid. Feels like I'm not Ravi, but it's all about perspective. He doesn't like you still. Vindicator says, but yeah, Dalitha, I'm not familiar enough with Nick Wayne to give any pros about him. Somebody needs to.
They were going to turn on each other. Now they're best friends.
Piccola said he was good. So
Did we just become best friends?
Did we just become best friends? John says, say elf one more time. He's an angry elf. Must be a South Pole elf. Ah! Robbie's like, D, LOL. And Vindicator says, but Spawn and Dominic are examples of nepotism gone horribly wrong, but I don't expect much from Nick. Robbie's like, D, but the customer is always right. And Nia says, our salmon isn't frozen, it comes not frozen. If we have some left over after a couple days we freeze it, it's $1 cheaper. Yeah, what's wrong with that? It came fresh, and then you froze it. It's fine.
Look, best friends.
Robbie says D would never eat salmon caviar. I hear it's meant to be some tasty. Would ever eat. No, I'm not eating fish eggs. Gross. It was like, do you have salmon in third world places, like where you live, Riley? Well, there's like funny AEW fight for from JF and Cole, and it says nothing is wrong with it. Travis has had it. There's nothing wrong with the salmon.
It's good. She's been buying me some that's already cut up. It's kind of neat. I pan fry out.
Well, it's like $10.99 a pound.
What's
and
hers?
It's already cut
What's
up.
yours a pound?
Which is weird to me.
It's about this.
You would think it would be more than that because the whole fillet is $12.99 a pound. So what the fuck?
They do more work.
Yeah, they do more work and less money. And it's more poundage. And I swear...
It could be lab grown.
That it probably is. And it
Thanks
probably...
for feeding me lab grown stuff. By the way, that's going to be on shelves this fall. Lab grown stuff. Well, I'm hoping that they put it on, but it's going to be everywhere. It's going to be in the Kroger stores and all that. So.
It better not, because that's disgusting.
Oh, no, it's coming.
And it needs to have a label. If the FDA doesn't label it, that's bullshit.
That's...
They have to, because their regulations make you label everything else. They have to label it as lab-grown meat.
So the thing is vegans can eat it. It's lab-grown meat. And so they're going to be able to eat meat. I mean, I don't know. Is
that why they're doing it?
I have no idea.
Because of those dumb assholes?
No, I think that way they can control what's in it and control people.
Give you cancer?
Whatever they want to do.
It's fucking disgusting. I don't even know how it's a possibility that they can do shit like that. And where the fuck else is this happening in the world? They don't do it in China. Why the fuck are they doing it here?
I don't know why they don't do it somewhere where they have no food.
Yeah.
Like zero. Like, hey.
You know what? Hey, you want to grow lab meat? Fine. Grow lab meat. Go put it in a country that needs food. Go do it there.
For a while. Like,
I mean, feed them and see if it really is healthy.
So funny. We're literally talking about killing off poor people.
I'm not saying they're saying it's
funny,
so
though,
safe.
But, right.
They're saying it's safe. So if it's so safe and it's so cheap to make, then make it for the countries that we send all this fucking money to for their poor people that can't eat. I don't understand that. I really don't.
Sammy
it makes no
Guevara.
sense to me. Like, what in the hell? And why do they need more money? It's kind of like the whole Elon Musk thing, right? He could have ended world hunger. Well, he did. He tried to give them the money to end it because they need only this much. They refused. They refused that money.
Well, it's not that they refused it. He said, prove to me that you could cure it with $5 billion and I'll give it to you.
And they can't.
They can't.
Because they can't.
Now it's $20 billion.
And then people still come back and are like, well, he could have cured world hunger. And it's like, bitch, please. He told him he would. But
it's sand! It's going to be sand in 100 years.
Sand in 100 years.
Move!
All the sand.
We'll send you moving trucks.
John's like, why are you sweaty? I was watching Cops. Illa says, not the frozen, he's had the fresh. I can cut it, Travis. $12.99 a pound. Can't be $10.99. It's already cut in a plastic container. Walter says, I have salmon on Sundays. Good for the heart. Nice, Walter. Good for you.
It's good stuff.
Robbie says, no, Ayla, I live under a rock like you because it seems you don't know much about the big wide world. What about luncheon meat? Can vegans eat that? No.
Luncheon meat. That's just meat.
Is it made out of soy and pea paste? Because that's basically what fake meat's made
Or
out of.
lab meat. That's the new one coming. You know, people don't know about this. Like, a lot of you might even be sitting here going, lab meat? What is he talking about? You know why you don't know about it? Because there was this, like, submarine thing that went into the ocean and it imploded. And I'm sure you guys have heard of that. That was in the news instead. That was the same week.
Yeah.
When they knew they had died on Sunday.
They're like, they're dead. You know what? We're going to keep this going until Thursday.
There was some shit in the news.
We have to have it up here so we can cover up that we're trying to feed people lab-grown meats. And we're just going to pass it through like it's nothing. I don't even know how it could pass FDA shit unless the FDA is just bullshit. And at this point, I think they're bullshit.
It's a federal thing, so you have to be careful with it. F is federal.
Exactly. So it's all lies.
Like the government cares about us.
Right. They don't. Nobody cares.
You know they do.
No, they care about giving us cancer and murdering us. Thanks a lot.
No, they don't.
Hey, we're in that match.
Yeah, Darby the house elf, Orange Cassidy
thing,
going up against Garcia and
Guevara.
Double G.
Got those guys. It was like once a month, a guy comes in and buys 20 pounds of salmon cut into 4-ounce pieces, individually vacuum sealed.
Good boy.
Nice. Ella says, Robbie, I know you live under a rock. Don't be embarrassed. Wood is expensive. I just got lucky and I was born in America. Feels like jokes, y'all. Walter's like, guys, donate to the homeless at church. Amen. Exactly. Donate to your local churches.
10%.
Quentin says that reading Rainbow guy's name is LeVar Burton.
LeVar. Yeah, that's it.
LeVar.
He should be the host of Jeopardy. But instead, they picked two people that I wouldn't have picked.
Robbie says, would you say vegan substitutes of real food would taste good like eggs, cheese, and fish? No. No. No.
That guy that plays Tyrion Lannister would have been pretty good on there, too, on Jeopardy. I bet he could pull that off. He's pretty intelligent. Yeah, I don't think you have to be smart to host Jeopardy. You just have to be able to read.
I think he has a really good voice for something like that. Illa says, nope, can't beat $10.99. If I didn't get it for free, I'd buy elsewhere, too. Yep. Robbie says, D, you going to do a taste test on lab meat on the Gab? Oh, hell no. Somebody else can do it. Walter says,
God.
Oh, geez, hands in pockets, Kassidy and Sammy. Yeah. It says, I've had vegan cheese. It tastes fine. I wouldn't go out of my way to buy it because it's expensive. I wouldn't go out of my way to even try it. Harley says, I wouldn't see why not the United Kingdom would not have salmon since they are known for fish and chips. Harley, that's cod.
Yeah, it might be a different type of fish.
Different fish. But yes, they do have salmon.
I'm pretty sure there is Atlantic salmon.
Oh, I'm sure. There's huge Atlantic salmon. I'm pretty sure they come from the Atlantic, too. They probably look different, but yeah. I would imagine they would have them.
But I could be wrong. I don't know anything.
In the ocean.
They live in the ocean their whole lives, by the way. A lot of people think they just go back and forth. You know, that's what it's not. That's not what a salmon run is. It's like the ones that are, because they're laid in a stream.
Yep.
And then they
migrate to the ocean.
They go to the ocean. Then they live their whole entire
and get really
life.
Big and ginormous, and then they're like, "Oh, I need to go make more of me."
And then all they do, because they don't do each other, so they're not like attracted. So the females come and they lay eggs, and then the males come and they just release seeds, or I guess you'd call it a seed.
Their sperm.
And then
everywhere.
And then it happens, and then they start to deteriorate while they're still alive. It's kind of disgusting.
And then it makes little baby salmon, and then at some point they hatch, and most of them get eaten by other things. But some of them live, and then they migrate back downstream and do it all over again.
Right. But it's not back and forth. Like, one salmon doesn't just keep coming up and laying eggs every year.
A lot of them get eaten by bears.
Yeah, so the bears that live on the coast are very, very big, and they're very, very, what would the word, docile. So if you see a grizzly bear in Washington State on the coast, you know, you could probably walk up to it.
Don't do that.
I'm just saying you could.
Don't do it.
It'll walk around you because they have an endless supply of food and they don't care about you. But more inland that you go, so say Yellowstone, don't do that. They could be
eat your face.
They could be starving.
They'll eat your
Especially
face.
in the fall, right before hibernation. They might just eat you and literally eat you.
Ayla says, Harley, it's because they're poor. Bobby says, Ayla, you need to get out more. John says, you mean our government and news lies to us? No way, I'm shocked. No, it's crazy. I don't even understand what they're talking about. Aoife's in the chat, though. Hey, Aoife says, hi, guys. Hi. Ayla's like, Aoife. And Vindicator says, I'm surprised Darby and Orange never became a team much earlier, given their laid-back, carefree attitudes. They got pushed together for stuff, you know. Quentin says they picked their former Jeopardy champion, Ken Jennings, and Mayim Balak. Yep. Vindicator says, hey, Aoife. And Aoife says, how's everyone doing? Great. How are you?
I don't like the dame, not because she's a dame. I don't like her because she ruined the Big Bang Theory, and that was such a good show until she joined.
Until her character became a character.
Right. At first, when she was first on there, it wasn't so bad. But it got worse and worse, and it just changed Sheldon's character so much that I still watched all the seasons, and it was still great.
Because you have to finish it, right?
Right, but it went downhill once. I call it when the girls joined, although I do like Bernadette.
Vindicator says, hey, Aoife. And Aoife says, how's everyone doing? And
Aoife.
says it's cod, and cod is cheap. Bobby's like, lab meat, what's the world coming to? I don't know, but they should feed it to you guys. Ayla's like, I'm doing well, Aoife. You? And Aoife says, Travis, I don't think in 3 years I've ever seen you without a hat.
I've got hair, sort of.
Vindicator says, Ayla, you brought all your lady friends in here, Aoife and Harley, but no Sophie. What's up with that? And Ayla's like, the ocean is sperm. No, it's fish poop. Fish poop.
Yeah, sand. It's fish poop.
Fish poop.
A parrotfish, I believe it's called.
Yeah.
Eats
Ugh.
coral, and
I
then it
learned that.
shits out sand.
It's disgusting.
No joke.
No joke. I learned that, and now I will never go to a beach on the ocean ever again. Ever.
That's so false.
I always wanted to know why it smelled disgusting, and now I know why. It always smells gross.
That's because the weeds in the sea.
Aoife says, I'm good. My sleep schedule is not okay. So here I am. Oh, I'm sorry, honey.
I feel ya.
Robbie says, D, you should get a job on the Discovery Channel. Right?
You should.
Aoife says, haha, Vin, last stream we announced Ayla and Sophie as the A-team, and Ayla's like, stop it, Vin. If you say that name 3 times, it comes for you. Ayla's like, there's 2. Picolo's like, oh, look, Guardians 3 is about to be on home video.
They still make videos?
They came
That's
on.
kinda cool.
It's going to be out on DVD. Has
Blu-ray?
it really been out that long already? Damn, that's crazy.
They move things along nowadays. Back in the old days, they would have waited till like Christmas.
Yeah, you would have had to wait like 8 months.
But now I think
Or
they're
a
like,
year.
people aren't going to get that as a gift.
They're like, ooh, streaming? Streaming ruined everything. Kind of like social media.
It's not ruining.
It's ruined it.
changed
Ruined everything. Aoife's like, just waiting for 3. Aw. Robbie says it's true. Ayla did bring her friends into the chat. Ayla's like, I don't have friends, so joke's on you. Quentin's like, how about when she was on Blossom?
I never watched it, but yeah, I had no problem with her. I just don't like what she did to Sheldon's character. If they could have even had her on there as just another girl that nobody ever dated or whatever.
Quentin said that, and John says now Travis wants to grape a grizzly bear for some salmon. Vinegar's like, stop not, Aoife, I'm too chicken to do it. Pico's like, oh, we all liked Bernadette. What? No way. Couldn't imagine why you all liked Bernadette, Pico. That's so crazy. So weird. Rob's like, D would look good in a Travis hat. Yeah.
Like murdered and taxidermied?
Put Travis's head on mine.
Like a
Where
mask?
his face is a hat?
Like Leatherface?
Like, what are we talking here? Ayla's like, so,
House of a
Ayla's
Thousand
like,
Corpses.
2.5. Right? John says, don't do it, Ayla. It's like calling out Bloody Mary. Ayla's like, no, wait. Talitha said it. I didn't say anything, you guys. I'm reading your stupid chats. Vinegar's like, bring out your VCR and VHS tapes, Travis. Aoife says, does it count if it's not typed? Ayla's like, I don't know. Guess we'll find out. Ayla's like, oh my god, a hat made of Travis. I want one.
I only have so much skin, guys. You have to lab grow me.
There's like, Vinegar says, Talitha will look good in a 10-gallon cowgirl hat.
So if they lab grow meat, can they lab grow leather? That'd be kind of cool.
I don't know. Aoife says, I got heels today for my prom, and I don't know how I'm supposed to walk in them. Practice.
Yeah, watch some movies.
Practice.
Or a YouTube tutorial and just practice.
Pickle, a laser disc. I want Rocket and Groot a laser disc. When did that Guardians 3 actually come out? Like, when was it in theaters even?
Like 2 months ago, maybe?
Ayla says, still waiting on Ravi to fall asleep in the tub so we can wear his face. It was like, I said tub, silly me, I meant bucket. Giving him too much credit there, Ayla. Just kidding.
Nick Wayne?
He's a third-generation star.
Sounds a lot like Bruce Wayne.
Pico says, I watched it around Cinco de Mayo. Oh, okay. So we're on the 5th of May then. Oh, yeah. May, June, July.
Are we still in July? We are, right?
Yes. Oh, shit. I was going to put my watch to charge.
Get up. Go. Run.
I have a cat.
I had to do it, too.
I have a cat.
Mine died. It was literally off.
Hey, buddy.
Run away!
Sorry.
Anyways, Orange Cassidy just gets slammed right into the hard part of the ring on the outside.
Yeah.
Darby's in there with Guevara. This could get ugly. Oh, Darby, double kick to the chest. Flies across the ring like Superman, gets hit with a big knee. Sammy up top! 5 shooting star press. Gets nothing. Nobody's home. Who's this guy? Hit him over the head. He's saying hit him with the skateboard. Hit him over the head with it. Darby from behind grabs it. He's got the skateboard. Now there's a tug of war. Now there's a referee involved in the tug of war. Was that Swerve Scott? That was Swerve! Now you can use it as a verb. Because that's a swerve that we didn't see coming. Get him, Guevara! Here it is. It's over. Darby getting pinned, homie.
What? That's ridiculous.
Oh, he's done.
That is
1,
little
2, 3. Swerve Scott booted him in the face.
Oops.
It's right. Well, this one's so far behind you'll actually see it.
Oh, that's fine.
See how he's all laid out? Swerve comes running in right here. He says, oh shit, instead of moving.
Oh, no.
Swerve is going to have 2 appearances on tonight's show. He's also going up against the young Phenom.
That's ridiculous.
the game changer, the future of wrestling, we've been told, Nick Wayne.
Vindicator says, you can't wear his face if he's that small. Ayla says, I don't want to hurt his feelings. Get him jealous of people with bathtubs, you know. Aoife says, I look like I'm having issues when I walk with him right now.
Uh-oh.
Oh, fuck. What was that?
I don't even know.
Why did that fall?
Oh.
It's not broken. I don't even know how it fell. Where was it at?
I don't know.
He looks like he's fine. He just lost his cup.
Drinketh from my cuppeth.
Right?
Ghost.
I don't even know how it fell.
It's haunting. It's fine.
It had to have been like tipped funny or something.
Because of the haunting.
No, it probably just got pushed too far over.
Yeah.
Or something when you were walking in. And it just got too close to the edge. Like,
Oh, here it is. Is that happening next? Is that why they're showing us Wayne's house? Mom's a big old broad. Did you see that?
Mm-mm.
She was like a foot. What are you looking at? You're staring at the TV?
I was looking at the chat. I wasn't even looking at the TV at all.
Yeah. Here. Right there. See? She's like a head taller. There. They show it really good there. Guess she could be on heels. Not the movie heels, but she could be wearing high heels. Like Eva coming up.
Right. Let's see.
Eva, not Eva.
Eva says I look like I'm... Oh, when you're walking him right now. Ayla says you just stretch it out, Vin, or add some extra skin. Eva says, is there no bathtubs in the UK? I don't think so, Eva. Piccola says a real headbanger. Eva says maybe they just use streams like us. Oh, no. Vindicator says, so Ayla, what's your tool of choice? Meat cleaver, chainsaw, or scalpel? It was like, or a nice string. It'll be fine if it doesn't cover the whole face. It'd be cool, though. We could send it around to all the gabbers. Everyone can take a selfie in Rafi's face. It says, I don't know yet. I feel like that's an in-the-moment type of thing. It's like, LOL. Eva says, this is certainly a conversation. Vindicator's like, I feel bad for Darby losing to these two nobodies.
Yeah, what's it going to set up? Are they going to go up against Big Bill and Homeboy, or are they going up against MJF and Cole?
Robbie says, why are elevator jokes so good?
Because they always go up.
It's because they work on so many levels.
Oh.
Ayla says, it is laughing. It's a whole vibe. People's like, I will not mention him anymore. What's that bang? Something fell. Won't mention who? Nick Wayne? He's there. You have to mention him now. Gave his whole life story. Ayla says, who, Fat Lisa? And Aoife says, has anyone seen the Terrifier 2? What the fuck is the Terrifier 2?
No, I never saw Terrifier 1.
What's the Terrifier? What is it? What is it? Sounds terrifying. Eva says, fits in well with the current conversation. Vindicator's like, if you break it, you buy it. Delete. Oh, wait, that's already happened. It's not broken. I didn't buy it. Ayla's like, not me, Eva. And Piccolo's like, nope, not yet. Eva says, neither have I. I saw clips on TikTok, and oh my god, it's awful. I'd actually die if I watched it. This is how I don't think I've heard of it. Vindicator's like, I'm not into clown movies. Ravi is more than enough. Vin! Ooh! Pulling out all the stops tonight. Aoife says stay very far away from it. And people's like Cole and MJF versus Sammy and Garcia. Yeah? That's who we're going with? It's going to be those two? Well, who's left in the team?
I just told you.
Big Bill and whatever.
Cage are going up against MJF and Cole.
Oh.
That's it.
Oh, I see. And then who's going to win out of those? I see. It was like, Vin, oh my God. Good one, buddy. People's like, I didn't even pay attention. That's too funny. Yeah, I didn't pay attention. You're all upset that I made fun of Nick Wayne. Why are they doing it to their own teammates? That's so weird.
That's what you do.
To your own teammates?
Yeah.
I thought you did it to the other team.
No, that's little league shit.
Oh, there they are.
They are doing it anyways, but they're all prospects. This is an all-star game, so it's all good. But. Jellyfish!
Oh, you're not really starting to like this guy, are you? What? Never. Vin's like, cheers. Ayla's like, Vin rarely plays along. We love it. Aoife's like, there's a comedian in our midst. That's right.
MJF. Never mind. I just saw Brian Cage walk by me in the hall. I think I have the flu.
You can't do it now.
What's funnier is Big Bill's bigger.
Right? Like, I don't think I want to have a fight. He's terrifying.
When Big Bill shows up in WWE, it's going to be something special. If he does it in the next, say, 2 years. Because Vince will just do it right. Because he likes those guys and how he's starting to look. He's got the it. And his name won't be Big Bill.
Vindicator's got a crown, and he feels like Vin for president.
He'll be like a prison guard or something like the Big Boss Man was. From Cobb County, Georgia. I just saw Brian Cage walk by. I think I got the flu.
That's funny.
Yeah, this is going to be a hard team to beat. But don't take anything away from Adam Cole. He's been a giant slayer since he's been in business.
Oh, really? Assy. That's funny.
And MJF is the champion.
It's funny.
Well, MJF had no problem coming out first.
He made a miraculous
Cut it.
recovery.
He might have the flu, guys.
He might throw up on you. You better be careful.
That's crazy. MJF came out first.
It is
But
weird.
now that they're such good friends,
Now that they're such...
they were going to do a big hug, but Adam slowed him down a little bit. Like, let's just slow our relationship down before we get that intimate.
People's like, Big Bill is ginormous.
Yeah, that's a big dude.
He's ginormous, all right.
That's why Carmella liked him. Until he became a wackadoodle. Adam Cole, baby.
It was like, Finn is our hero. Aoife's like, I'm so hungry. Vinegar's like, nah, Big Bill will get the Drew McIntyre treatment. And he says, Vin, feed Aoife. And it says, you're president now. Vinegar says, oh, stop, Ayla. You're too kind. Just stop. Nah, keep it coming. Aoife's like, send me American candy.
No problem. You'll have to send us your address. Not on here.
Yeah.
On, like, Instagram.
Yeah, if you follow us on Instagram, Aoife, you can send it there.
Or TikTok.
Look
at the size of these two compared to the other two. Cage doesn't have the height, but he's still thick. But I think Cole might be as tall as he is.
Are you sure?
I might be as tall as he is. MJF's thickening up, but he's not ever going to get to Cage's size. And if he did, it would look weird. He'd probably get stretch marks. Look at this. Adam Cole with the greatest shirt on ever. Better than you, baby.
Lord. Who's going to turn on who first?
I don't know. They both just said that they were planning on turning on each other. But now they're friends because they're playing video games together.
It was like, oh, yes, we should, but what have you never had? Do you know? Vinegar's like, you okay with getting cavities, Eva? And it's like, you have candy where you're from.
Holy crap. MJF might have just hurt himself. Why is Tony weird? He didn't used to be a weirdo. Maybe they just gave him too much freedom. In the old days, he was really good. Tony Schiavone. Yeah. Now he's kind of like a doofus. You don't like these guys. Brian Cage can do push-ups. Bet everybody at home was surprised about that.
Pickle says chocolates are like sour stuff. Bowler's like, go Cola and MJF, get the win. Aoife says, I've had candy corn and Sour Patch Kids and Mike and Ike. That's it.
For the
Sad.
sugar type candies?
For
or
American candy.
What about candy bars, like the chocolate types?
Eva says, it looks so good, but over here they charge like £5 for a little box. It's worth the cavities, I think, Vin. Pickle says, what was Brian Cage's hair before? Vindicator says Maxwell needs to get Cage's size because his head doesn't match his body.
Yeah.
Eva says, no, Ayla, no candy here. We have to rob the bees for their honey for something sweet. Fuck. Walter's like, okay, bye, guys. See you Friday for SmackDown. Pickle's like, see you, Walter. Bye, Walter. See you on Friday, bud. Have a good rest of your week. Get ready.
All right, they're getting back in there again. There has been no action in this match yet.
This seems dumb.
He's going to do it again. Oh, got him up on his tippy toe that time. Sorry, if a guy lets you do that, just hit him in the balls.
If he lets you get him up on his tippy toes?
No, if he lets you put your arm between his legs, just take it like an uppercut.
Oh. Quinn says, listen to Tony Schiavone's comments of MJF is just hilarious. Eva says, there's no American candy bars here at all. There's barely any, like, sugary ones either, apart from Sour Patch Kids. I think I saw Hershey's once.
Huh, yeah, send us an address.
It's kind of weird, Eva, they don't have that stuff in Ireland. I find that odd.
Why is everybody doing push-ups? What am I watching?
Not a wrestling match, that's for sure.
This is weird.
Let's complain about these guys. These guys are probably worse than that Nick Wayne guy.
Right now, this is the goofiest shit I've ever seen. Adam Cole's the only one not doing push-ups, probably because he can't.
It's because his arms are like string bean noodles. You playing with your cowlick back there?
Yeah, it's long. I forgot to cut it. See how long that hair is? It needs to be. It needs to be cut.
It was like, not the bees. And Pico's like, nope, don't know him. Harley's like, this whole program seems dumb.
This is ridiculous. What's happening?
Piccolo likes Nick Wayne. He's a big fan. He knows everything about him since he was a child. Oh no, that guy fell down.
That's old. Barry Bonds is there. That's Tony Lasorda.
Why is he attacking him?
He's putting a vest on him, so he
Because
didn't.
he fell down?
Yeah, he was standing there, and a foul ball comes shooting right at him,
Did
and
it
so
hit
he
him?
dove out of the way.
Oh, fuck.
He didn't fall. That was a dive out of the way.
He looked like he fell down like an old man.
Because he was
He needed
80
life
something years
alert and
old or
everything.
something. Yeah. So Barry brought him out of catcher's top. They're padded. Mm-hmm. Which makes it funny. So he didn't have to dive out of the way. He could just get hit.
Oh. We're like, we would rather you do this than break a bone. No hip breaking. Ayla's like, have you ever had any American candy? Eva's like, I think it's because the European food regulations are different. Like, some dyes used in candy aren't allowed in candy here. So it's substituted or just not sold here. Do you guys have candy from Europe, UK?
Don't know what candy from Europe, UK
So,
is.
it's pretty funny, Eva.
There was like something.
So this is something they won't sell here because of a choking hazard. But by God, the other shit that they have that is a complete choking hazard, they'll sell it. They will not import the actual Kinder eggs from over there in Europe because it's a choking hazard. Because that yellow thing that's in the middle of them that's like huge is a choking hazard. And all I can think of is, what fucking parent gives their kid a chocolate and goes, oh, I don't know if there's something in the middle of it. Let's give this to you. You figure it out, kid. As they're like eating the shelled chocolate on the outside of this ginormous yellow pill looking thing that's this big, by the way. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's the dumbest thing ever. Dumb. Fucking dumb. Yet they will sell goddamn Legos to 3-year-olds. And that's not a choking hazard of any kind. It's so stupid. It's dumb. That's probably the most dumbest thing I can think of. I mean, that's probably...
Look at Ariel over there interviewing.
Yep. The only thing I could think of that, off the top of my head. I mean, a lot of other chocolates are sold here. But they aren't the same as, like, Toblerone and Cadbury and stuff like that. But they're not the same. Does that make sense? Like, those brands are sold here. The Toblerones are probably the same. But, like, the Cadbury chocolate isn't the same as what it is over there. It's completely different.
Adam Cole's pissed. He's going to come in here and win this thing.
He's like, I can't help it. You're
Big
just a
Bill
big
took
baby.
off MJF's shirt and wiped his ass with it.
Oh, gross. Why would you do
That's
that?
why Adam Cole's so
Nasty.
mad right now.
It's like, obviously, Sour Patch and candy corn is not candy. It's the devil. Well, candy corn might be. Ayla says, don't you have a sugar tax thing? And Aoife says, I would die for candy corn. My friend is in LA right now, and I'm going to get her to buy me some. You love candy corn, Aoife? Oh, man, you are a special, special person.
I loved candy corn back in the day.
Really?
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. Because it's like creamy but soft.
It's made with honey, usually. Aoife says, OMG, yes, the Kinder Egg. I will never get my head around that. Everyone is like, what? I know. It's so dumb. If someone manages to accidentally swallow that, fair play. I get it. Like, I mean, I get, like, the person that should come up on your FYP on TikTok is the guy who's, like, the EMT guy who's like, don't do that. Like, don't stick that up your butt. Because that's what people would probably end up doing with it.
What are you watching?
It comes up on my
Butt
thing every
porn?
once in a while. Nope. It's people. There'll be, like, some kind of, like, object. And they'll be, like,
That might fit.
And then he comes on, like, he stitches the videos after it shows it, and he goes, don't do it. Like, don't do it. Like, do not do it. I think they finally are doing something. They're working together, but Brian Cage said no. Aoife says, yes, Ayla, there's a sugar tax on, like, everything sweet, even drinks. Well, most anyway. It's annoying. Ayla says, yeah, so your soda doesn't even taste the same. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, but...
Adam Cole might have just died.
What they did, but our sugar is kind of out of control with stuff. Like, they put it in everything. What's even worse, though, is they put high fructose corn syrup. If it was just sugar, it wouldn't be such a big deal. But
let's just say there was no such thing as sugar right this second. If they discovered it, it would be an illegal substance.
I think so. Because it's very addicting. They would find some way to find that it was addicting. They did
Cole
it!
did it, baby!
Wow, they did it to Cage. Big Bill wasn't around. They got him.
The other one that would be completely illegal without any question would be caffeine.
Oh, yeah.
If they came out with it now.
Mm-hmm. Remy Carey says, I could never even be hypnotized into thinking candy corn tastes good. Stay as far away from it as you can. Ella says, it's smart, but kind of sucks. Yeah, we have sugar in almost everything.
Well, since you're over in Europe, do you have Swedish fish? Since they're Swedish? I know you're not in Switzerland, but it's close. What? That's a good one.
Nothing. You're so weird. Harley says, all right, guys, thanks for letting me spend my night with you guys. I'm going to bed. See you Friday for SmackDown. Love you guys on this channel. Thanks, Harley. You have a great night. We'll see you on Friday, hun. Get some good sleep. Ayla says, they say sugar is like the devil's dandruff in rats. It was like, I love the smell of candy corn. Vindicator's like, night, Harley. Aoife says, yeah, I think that's why some American candy isn't sold here is because of the sugar and ingredients. But it's still so nice. I'd so lose myself if I went to America. I'd be camping in Target.
That's funny.
It was like, haha, Travis, you're funny. Like caramel and caramel. Or is it
Same
caramel
word.
and caramel?
It's the same word.
Caramel?
And caramel. I was probably 40 when I learned that that was two different things.
What? What?
Caramel and caramel. I thought they were like chocolate and cheese. Like it was just two different things.
You thought it was two different things.
Yeah.
And then when you were 40, you found out.
From you going.
There's just the way that people pronounce it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said it was when you turned 40, you found out it was two different things. I was like, what?
Right.
I mean, they're the same thing. Yes, it's just how people pronounce things. And Vindicator says, Ayla, I hope your lady friend leaving will not be replaced by your other lady friend whose name should not be mentioned.
Look
Even
what I got.
There's Swedish fish in some shops.
This is what Harry Potter smells like.
Import it in because the young kids have no problem spending a load of money. Ayla says, it's the same thing, just pronounced differently. I'm dying! Vindicator's like, tomato, tomato.
Good stuff. The Hogwarts castle smells nice. She bought me a Hogwarts Sensei.
Cincy?
Are they the same?
Yeah, they're the same smell.
Oh, okay.
I just got 2 of them because it was just a limited edition. So you'll never be able to get it again.
What? Where'd you get this at? Work?
Yeah, from Candida at work. Ayla says, wait, is Harley a her? I didn't know. Not to be rude. I've had a male
Does that mean I should never open it and use it?
What?
Should I never open this and just collect it?
It's up to you. I don't know what you want to do. Yeah, but it's a limited edition. It was on back order. I ordered it like in May.
It's kind of cool. Maybe I won't open it all the way.
Oh, Cole's talking about how I didn't have the expectations. Oh my gosh.
Anyways, I got a Hogwarts Sensei. It's limited edition.
Whoa.
So you know it's good. And I got the Hogwarts Smellies.
Well, Grammarly. So, Grammarly, caramel, or caramel. So it's saying caramel and caramel are not different spellings of the same word. Caramel is the correct spelling if you're talking about food or colors. And caramel is a misspelling when used in those contexts. But it is a word that can be used as a name for people or places. That's what Grammarly says about it. The short answer, caramel refers to a type of candy or a light brown color, while caramel refers to geographical locations. Then why the fuck do they put caramel on everything that's a caramel candy?
Maybe it's a shorter word, so they save ink.
Caramel! It's not caramel anymore. It's caramel.
Caramel. So it is two different spellings?
Yes. C-A-R-M-E-L or C-A-R-A-M-E-L.
Okay, I get it. So it is two different words. Now it is two different things, so I don't feel like a complete idiot.
Aoife says we do have Krispy Kreme here, though, but the closest is in Dublin, which is an hour-and-a-half drive. It's a pretty far drive, actually. Ayla says, I usually assume everyone in here is a he. Aoife, obviously not, but sorry, I think it's a he because it's the dog's name. Aoife says, but they sell them in boxes in some shops. Picole's like, oh, cool. And Aoife says, Ayla, you just made it 3 times. Ayla says, we don't have Krispy Kreme here either in my town anyways. It says, oh, well, I'm still laughing at you, Travis. Vindicator says that was Ayla's roundabout way of saying she just wants to be one of the boys. Well, considering that people pronounce it caramel, when they should be pronouncing it caramel or caramel. Caramel.
Is there another word? What was the other word?
Caramel? C-A-R-M-E-L. Caramel.
What was the one you were just saying they should pronounce it?
Caramel or caramel. They need to pronounce the other A if they're talking about goopy stuff made from sugar
that you put on apples?
Whatever, yes.
A caramel apple. So what's it called then? A caramello apple?
A caramel.
Caramel apple.
Gotta call it a caramel apple now. It's not a caramel apple. Can't say fucking caramel. Ayla's like, I'm not like the other girls, right? Eva says, I work with 2 people called Carmel. And Ayla says, are they pole dancers?
Are they both what?
Pole dancers. Because their names are Carmel. Like,
right.
Literally Carmel.
Do you know a cinnamon?
I think it's Carmel. Because they say it's a place. And Carmel is a place.
Must be. The internet said it was. I've never been there.
I couldn't tell you where it's at. Somewhere in Europe.
I wonder if it's outside of the ice wall from Antarctica.
Aoife's like, I should hope not. One is like 60. If you don't know what they do in their free time, Aoife, they could be a pole dancer.
Private.
Ayla's like, Carmel makes sense if they aren't dancers. Aoife's like, it's said like Carmel. Yes, Carmel. Car and then Mel. Carmel. Yeah. Yeah. And over here in the States, caramel is candy. Not caramel. It's kind of like other words. It just depends on where in the States you live, I guess.
Wash and wash.
That. Other words. Pecan or pecan. If you're from the south, it's pecan.
The Caribbean.
But if you're from like the north, it's like pecan.
Or the Caribbean.
Caribbean or Caribbean. There, that's another one. Ayla's like, hey, 60 is the new 25. Vindicator says Jake Hager having his Baron Corbin character change moment, and like always, it would lead to nowhere. True that, my friend, true that. Pico says 2 caramels, never heard of a Carmel. Ayla's like aunt and aunt, soda and pop. No, soda and pop is a like the same thing, right? You just call something just by two different words altogether.
Right.
And some people put them together and call it soda pop. And the people who get really upset at people who call it one or the other are morons. It doesn't matter.
Like the old crayons. Used to be called Flesh, and now it's like Peach or something.
It's just silly to me that people get upset if you call it a soda. Like most people in our state and more, and like in the state below us and around us, call it pop.
I always call it pop.
And I've called it soda or soda pop. Vindicator says only caramel I care about is syrup on top of my ice cream. That would be caramel. That would be caramel. Eva says people down the south in Cork say sandwiches, and everyone else in the country calls it sandwiches. Yeah, I call it sandwiches. Sandwiches. Just S-A-M-M.
Sandwich.
Sandwich. Want me a sandwich? Sandwiches. It comes from a cartoon, by the way. Make me a sandwich. Make me a sandwich. Make me a sandwich. Let's make biscuits. Let's make biscuits. You gonna make biscuits?
Outcasts.
You gonna make biscuits? Ayla like, no, Delita. Soda is right. Pop is an abomination. Ayla says, I say soda, but I don't care either way. I mean, I don't care. I do not care if people call it pop or soda, but there are people who get really butthurt if you call it soda around here. Like, I have heard people, like, be like, that irritates me so much, and I'm just like, I say soda. Because it's supposedly, like, a Eastern thing or
Right.
something.
So, well, first of all, you put them together, and that's what it was called.
I call it soda pop all the time. Like, soda pop. Want a soda pop?
There's
soda
a
pop.
boxer on Mike Tyson's Punch-Out called Soda Pop.
Soda pop. There was a guy in a movie called The Outsiders that had the name Soda Pop. Vindicator says, here comes your women division match, Travis. Ooh, women division match.
Yeah, it's Sky Blue.
Sky Blue.
She's going to win this, by the way.
Is she going to win it? Aoife says, we just say, like, whatever the drink is called, or in general, a fizzy drink. True, Aoife, and you know what's funny about that is that down in the southern part of the United States, they call everything Coke. So even if you want a Pepsi, it's Coke. If you want a Mountain Dew, it's Coke. If you want a Sprite, it's Coke. If you want to 7-Up, it's Coke. No matter what, it's a Coke. I'm not sure how you specify after that, but from what I understand, everything is Coke. No matter what. So it makes sense. Aoife says, I remember watching The Outsiders in third year. It's a good movie. Good movie. Good book, too. Ayla says, I know exactly what you're talking about, soda pop or say Coke. I'll usually ask cane or cola. You want the cocaine or you want a good time, or do you want to, ruin your life? Which one? Sorry. Is that Ruby against her? Oh, yeah, that's right. She was the final person. Forgot. She won over what's her butt? What's her butthole? Britt Baker, who looks like she's broken and has a disease.
Right, and her butt. Sky Blue, the big kick.
Phil wants to know what time it is because he loves the armpits. And Eva says, yes. We read the book too. I remember waking up after falling asleep on the radiator and Miss Hughes shouting at me. Oh, I'm sorry. Ella says, Kane is the good time. I'll have 3. I don't think so. I think that's the one of ruining your life. So I've heard.
Fuck up their life.
From What's Their Faces.
21 Jump Street.
21 Jump Street. Hey, I've got a whole pound of cocaine here. Or kilo of cocaine. We're trying to have a good time, not ruin their lives.
Right.
We're trying to show them a good time. Ruin their lives. Oh, look at that in their 90s fucking flannels tied around their waists.
Yeah.
They're red and black flannels. Fuck.
Kurt Cobain.
Those fucking stand the test of time. It says, I figured Kane would ruin everything. It does. It sure does. It was like,
Oh, did they just
Cola
get kicked
ruined
out?
your teeth. Did they? Oh no, they're sorry though. They're so sorry.
Paige showing off the bottom of her boob on her left side. It's new.
There is bottom of her boobs on both sides.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's just a big slit like right here underneath the under boob part. Piccola didn't want to hang out with us anymore.
Yeah, well, because of the boy.
Because of Nick Wayne, he got all upset.
Can't blame him.
Can't?
Yeah,
I
when
just
you...
wanted to know what the pros are about the dude. I don't know the kid. I want to know the pros.
I told you. He's young and he jumps high.
That doesn't seem like enough pros for him to be and
Is he
have
main
a pro
eventing?
athlete contract. It's just weird.
Is that the main event?
I guess. I don't know. They said still to come multiple times. If it says, my brother did Kane once and he said it didn't work. I'd laugh if he was just drunk and it was sugar or something.
You think that would burn?
Right. Vindicator says, seems like Sky shorts get smaller and smaller every week. Surprised she doesn't get wedgies, lol.
I don't know if you guys were just watching her get her knee driven into the stairs, but that'll be all over TikTok.
Her knee?
Well, her butt was jiggling every time that she...
Oh, I see. Yep, it will be. Pickle says, I'm here just staring at underboob. Yeah, they did show that for quite a while, and now they made him leave. That's a bummer for you guys. Ayla says, man, we had to get another water heater. Now we need a new hose.
A water heater hose?
What?
Or a yard hose?
So you had to get another water heater? Like you had one and now you had to get another one? Like I know you replaced it. Did you have to replace it twice now? What the fuck
Anyways,
is
yeah, you should always replace the hoses when you change your
that's
hot
just
water
kind of
heaters.
normal.
And do the copper ones. I know they're a little bit more expensive, but they last longer.
Philip says, let's go, Ruby Soho. Give her that. And Ravi says, great AEW tonight. How would you know? You probably fell asleep for the last 40 minutes. People's like, no, they're
He
going to
probably
announce
watched
the
Sky
fifth
Blue's
members
butt.
in each team next week. Oh, I see. The team. What do you mean?
What team?
The team.
Who has 5 members?
It's something they showed up, and I can't remember what it was about.
In wrestling?
I was like, he's good on the mic. Who is? Yeah, it was on wrestling. It was on AEW. It was like a group against a group, but I don't remember who it was.
Oh, yeah, for that. Anyways, the cage, the double ring cage.
Oh, okay.
The Elite versus the
People says that's probably going to be the main event.
Blackpool Combat Club.
That probably might be. Eva says, my neighbor has those alarm clock chickens that bark at like 6 a.m. I don't know if there are any point in sleeping for 3 hours. They are so loud. Ella says, the new one was damaged inside. No fault of our own, so now we're on 2. The hose was new, but it's damaged, so Max is on his way to fix it. Oh. It says, we bought 2 water heaters since Saturday. How did you have to buy 2 if it was damaged? Why couldn't you return the first one?
Well, I'm sure they did, but they still had to get it.
Vindicator says, Sky Wrestling has improved a lot this year, though, but I'm disappointed in the finals because it will just be rehashed feud matches we already seen many times already.
Right.
Pico says, next week in Blood and Guts in Boston. Oh, yes, the Blood and Guts in Boston.
Is that the 17th or whatever already? This month's going by way quick. I don't know.
It's like baking barking chickens, eat them. Aoife says, that's the plan if they don't shut up. It was like, I just mean we have bought 2. We took it back, but geez. Oh, okay. Robbie's like, what a great, but not as great as D's. What a great, but... Robbie, I know it's 3 o'clock in the morning for you, but come on, man. Eva's like, I hope you get your heater working. Yeah, the water heater. Nobody wants to take cold baths in the middle of
Not in our first world
99
country.
degree weather.
Now in third world countries, they don't have hot water.
God damn it.
Did I ever tell you about Brett in college?
I don't think you told me that story.
So he had roommates, and they always played jokes on each other, always.
Okay.
They were LDS, so they always.
So it's called clean jokes, right?
Right. And so what they would do is they would turn the hot water off.
Oh, God.
And so, and then they would wait, and then they would hear the scream, and then they would laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh, right? Like,
Right.
so they had a roommate, and they flipped they flipped the water off, and they're like waiting, waiting, waiting. And then he finally comes out. They're like, what the heck? How'd you take a shower or whatever? And he's like, just took a shower. Like, we turned the hot water off. He's like, I've never used hot water. Like, he was from a different country.
Right.
Never used hot water in the shower, ever.
That's funny.
Like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Why would I use hot water?
Right.
So it didn't even work. They're practical
like,
joke.
oh man, our joke didn't work on this guy when it should have.
And then they knew he was an alien.
Then he knew he was an alien. So then what they did, no, I'm just kidding.
Sky Blue's butt broke the internet a few weeks ago, and so now she wears these, like, different butt cuts.
Uh-huh.
They're way shorter than they were.
Oh, yeah. That's what somebody said, that her shorts keep getting shorter and shorter. Vindicator did that. He said it.
There's literally nothing back there. It's just a string between her butt cheeks.
String between her hoo-ha and that. I'm surprised it covers everything in the front.
Right?
Lucky girl. Don't get old. Aoife says, I hope you get your heater working. Robbie's LOL. And Ayla says, me too, Aoife. We have hot water just leaking because of a hose. And Aoife says, damn, that's annoying. Hopefully it's a quick fix and won't take too long. And
It is.
Ruby won.
Ruby wins. That's weird to me.
Robbie says, what did I say? I don't know. What did you say? You said, what a great but not as great as D's. Are you saying a butt?
Yeah, her butt.
What
It's
a great
great.
butt.
But not as good as
Okay,
your
so
butt.
you didn't put a double T on the butt, so it's just like butt. You know, like you made
She's
a
the grammar
statement, butt.
police.
No, it's not that. It's just a matter of understanding. No, think about grammar.
Just read it,
understanding.
and butt still says butt. Might be talking about a different butt, but it would still make sense.
Does it? If it says, damn, that's annoying, hopefully it's a quick fix. It won't take too long. Ayla says, I hope so. If not, then the problem is Max, our plumber. He's fired. Aoife's like, poor Max. It was like, also our electric box is old as fuck, so everything has to be low watts apparently. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vindicator says, so yeah, it will likely be Ruby versus Willow in the finals. Isn't she broken? I thought Willow was broken.
Yeah, she did get hurt, but I don't know how bad it is.
Ayla says, whose butt has two T's? Pickle is like, good job, Ruby. Film says, Ruby Soho. And Robbie says, why is Peter Pan always flying?
Because he's high.
Because he never lands. So funny. Robbie and his weird dad
Because he
jokes.
never lands?
He never lands.
Oh, Neverland. Okay, I get it. You know, I was never a Peter Pan guy. You know the true story of Peter Pan? You know what happened? Like what it is about? Like what they did? Like what it was?
Children kidnapping? Human trafficking.
I'm not talking about any, like, secret messages. I'm just saying the book. Like why they're always young.
Remind us.
They would kill them.
That's right.
So when they would become of age, probably puberty would be my guess, they would kill them. So all the kids were always young.
It looks like Robbie, stop trying to make fetch happen. Because as Willow has not been replaced, and I doubt they will let Athena win. It would be Hill versus Hill.
Athena's a heel. It's weird.
I'm surprised she's even allowed to wrestle. Robbie says, Ayla, if I throw you a stick, you can fetch. Oh, that's not very nice. That's just for barking chickens, so I've heard.
Barking chickens. I've only got chickens. I don't have any roosters, and I've got one that crows in the morning.
Kinda, but not really.
Yeah, it's like a fake crow, but she tries. She makes the noise. It's just not loud like the boys.
If it was, she'd be...
I like rooster crowing.
I know, but we're in the city, so we can't have that. Pickle says we hardly ever see Athena anymore. I think she's just on Dark. Not on Dark. Rampage. Maybe she's over on Collision now, Piccola. Bryce says, got to go. Bye, guys. Bye. Peace out. Bye, Bryce. Thanks for hanging out with us. Oh my god, you can totally have it untucked in this wonderful untucked world. So amazing.
Yeah. Nowhere near.
Ow. Ow. Ouch.
Retirement is a state of mind. Chill like you're retired. That's Coors'. Bud Light's like, I got an idea. This guy's been a woman for a year.
No. Stop. No. We're not bringing that up on here. It looks like, okay, I'm out. Max is here. Fingers crossed. Good luck. Good luck.
Cross him. It's not a big deal. He'll just replace it and be done.
It's going to be broken forever. You're never going to have hot water ever again in your whole house. You're just going to have a leaky thing all the time.
Just put a bucket under it.
Forever and ever and ever.
The hard water will eventually heal the hole anyway. It's a fact. In old houses, they're like, oh, yeah, there's a little leak. It'll fill. Not kidding. It's just what they did. Like the galvanized pipe. Like, it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. Everything's fine. Dumpster fire.
Harley Cameron, this is rap class.
What the fuck?
Yeah, she's a singer. They're adding it to her stuff.
So the only thing that makes her popular in this whole thing is her boobs. Otherwise, everything that she's doing is dumb. It sounds like crap. You like that? Her nasal voice?
I don't.
You enjoy it?
I don't listen to any
You love
women
it.
rappers at
She's
all.
your favorite ever.
There's not one. She did it! Platinum! It's going to be up there with that Cardi B or the other one. What's the other one that's really big?
What?
The other girl that's really big.
I think I lost brain cells having to listen to that garbage. I forgot to talk.
Cardi B and the other girl.
I don't know who you're trying to talk
There's only one other girl, so the other girl.
Rainbows?
You really
I don't
don't?
know.
Huh. I can't think of her name to save my life right now.
Robbie's like, I tripped in France. I fell over. Aha. 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 Pickle's like, 2 American bulldogs. Yeah, those. Those were cool. Robbie's like, the song is so bad. LOL. Pretty sure my ear is bleeding. I seriously can't think of her name.
They almost look the same. Nicki Minaj.
Oh, that's right. That one. Seriously, I'm like, who? Like, I have no idea.
Hey, look. Nick Wayne came out. Why I said Nicki.
It's Pickle's favorite guy.
He's smaller than Darby.
He's like 1 inch taller.
He looks a little taller. There's the mom.
Rob is like, it's no wonder Nicki Minaj keeps on working with that crap. Well, if she has anything going for her, it's just her boobs. The lady
Cameron.
that was on.
Yeah. Harley Cameron. Right?
Yeah, I think so. Something like that.
I wonder if like he has to pay insurance or anything.
No, he's an adult.
I was just wondering, like, if it would be more expensive for a wrestler's insurance when they're 18 compared to, like, say, 30. Get him, Swerve.
What's that?
Oh, what's for 0?
Doesn't matter. That's weird.
Oh. When was it?
Just now. Literally at 7:35, 5 minutes ago. Like my shit got hacked or something for it. It's weird. Phases says, did you guys watch Judgment Day versus Carmelo Hayes yesterday?
I
did.
Fast forwarded it through it, and then I watched the ending. So, yeah, I kind of watched it. I'm not a huge fan of that Carmelo. And I thought they would have him win, and he's the one that took the pin, so I thought that was kind of weird. So he's basically lost to Finn twice.
Yeah, that is really weird, but whatever.
Which is fine.
I mean, he should lose to him, right?
Right,
Because
absolutely.
he may be a champion, but he's a champion on a
Minor
developmental
leagues.
minor league. Pico's like, so what happened? With what?
What is it?
Are
Right now we're watching Nick Wayne and Swerve Scott. Or
Nick Wayne
Swerve
and
Strickland.
Swerve Scott are on.
Oh, God. His moves, Wayne's World.
Pico says, is Dom a title holder?
No.
No. It was Finn Balor versus Carmelo Hayes, by the way, Pico. And Finn
I get
Balor
it. This
beat
is his first match, but this is very botchy of this kid. And I'm going to critique him because he's on TV. They could have done this not on TV.
And he's a third generation.
Oh, God. Did he just land on his head? They're saying his name like people know who he is. It's Nick Wayne. Swerve Strickland. Was that 2 different charges?
Yeah. It like came up different.
It's weird.
Yeah. Like it says pending charge at MasterCard. And then it says pending charge at Venmo. So I don't know what the fuck. You're like, somebody's trying to hack into Venmo and steal your shit or what?
Well, if it was the Venmo one, is that hooked to my Venmo account? It goes through PayPal. So I don't know about that one. But I have it on this one.
Robbie says the third information from LFD. I did not know that. Yeah, I didn't know that until they talked about him earlier. I just paid attention because, I wanted to hear the pros about him, but Piccola couldn't tell me because he stopped talking about him. So I can't get the pros from anybody else. So I have to listen to the dumb commentator people tell me about him instead.
And nobody
likes that.
Which is
pathetic. I want to know people who have seen him do things. These guys don't talk like they've done things. So that's all I know. He's a third generation. Unfortunately, his dad passed away. His dad was his trainer. He's goody friends with Darby Allin. So Ravi, really, you should probably like him too. Since you're a big Darby Allin fan.
Deliciously terrifying. Insidious. I wonder if that would even scare me. It didn't look scary in the previews.
Insidious?
The only thing because ghosts don't scare me because I don't believe in them. Aliens don't scare me because I don't believe in them. But
dolls.
But little girls and dolls, I know they're real.
Piccola says, yeah, they know it all. But they don't, Piccola. That's why I was asking you. But you wouldn't answer. So I will make my own judgments from now on about it. I asked for the pros. I asked. The question came out of my mouth. I didn't ask the commentators for the pros. I asked you for the pros. You know him. You talked about him. You seemed like you were saying that he's legit. So I wanted to know what his pros were. I mean, are his pros just because he signed a contract when he was 16? His dad was a wrestling trainer. He's a third generation wrestler. I mean, who's his grandfather?
Is that through his mom?
Yeah. Who? Like, what side of the family? Like, I want to know these answers, but nobody can answer them. And I'm not going to Google it because I'm not going to do anything after I get off here to look up some guy that I don't really even care about.
Why don't you care about him?
Because I'm asking now while it's fresh in my mind and he's right there doing stuff. But
he does his arms out a lot. I know that. Very slow, methodical. Like you see how everything is, what would you call that? Preloaded. Mm-hmm. I don't like the stutter wrestling.
We'll chalk it up to him being young.
Oh, I know.
He's young and he has, what do you call that? He has no experience in this type of situation.
Right. He should be in a system to get better, like Ring of Honor or something. I just don't know why they're putting him on there. Maybe he has something wrong with him and he's not going to be around for long.
I don't know. I just find it very strange. Why are we seeing this person over all the other wrestlers that are in AEW? Why? Answer me that, Riddler people out there. He seems legit, Piccola says. I want to know what makes him legit.
Well, he's definitely not legit tonight.
Is it just nerves? An experience? I mean, what is it? That's...
Well, they're saying he's beat all those guys.
I just... you want to give people chances, but with Tony Khan, there's nothing that can give you...
Now Darby's coming out to interfere. So Nick's going to win because
he's given
Swerve interfered and made Darby lose.
Yeah, he's not really interfering. He's just down there giving him the whatever, right?
Right.
You can do it.
Right. But Swerve cost Darby earlier, so Darby's going to cost Swerve now.
Robbie's idea the kid has potential at Kassidy. Why don't you just use Google? Piccolo's like, me neither. Robbie's like, do you seem to care though? I care because I want to know why he's in place of other wrestlers that are on AEW and this has been a career for years. It just, it's weird to me. I don't like this kind of crap. And Tony Khan pulls it a lot. And so it irritates me.
They tried to make somebody happen. It was Dante Martin for a while. It was Daniel Garcia. It's Wheeler Yuta. It's Nick Gage or whatever his name is here. What's his name? Nick something. Wayne.
Yeah. Robbie's like, if you can take shortcuts, why not? Says he has potential. Okay. Feels like I don't. Swerve needs a receipt from earlier. He probably does. I would think that would be something that Darby would take it up with him, not, coming to the rescue of somebody who's supposedly so great.
That's not a real injury because he's holding his elbow. If he really did that to him, it would be the chest.
Yeah. People's like Vikingo, Commander, Dante Martin. Philip's like, I got a question for you there. And we're done.
Oh, thank God.
Unfortunately.
Swerve Strickland wins that match.
Ruthless.
Are they bringing the mom in? Well, she's single now. Maybe Swerve's got a date. You know what I mean? That'd be funny shit.
Gross.
Well, they want his mom on TV. Might as well use it. Wow. Lance Archer. Lance Archer been on a reign of terror around the globe. Maybe he should do it where he works. Nick Connell. Like, he's been tearing everybody up everywhere else because he's big and people like that. And then they're going to bring him to AEW and then Tony will bury him.
Right.
He's too tall. He's too athletic. He's too strong.
I like to have little tiny babies. Pretend to wrestle. You could probably turn.
Yeah, I know. That's in there.
What do you do?
This one. And then that one. Just, yeah, okay. There you go.
People's like, yeah, I get it. There's nothing special about him. But maybe there is. I just wanted to know some pros about the kid. Like, besides the 2 things they said about him. That's it. It's weird to me.
He didn't have what I would see as it, like that shock value. Like,
Yeah.
holy shit.
Like, he looks like all the other people they have on their roster that are nothing. I don't get it.
Like,
I
mean, he
wanna
wasn't.
get it, but I
to
don't.
me, he wasn't even as good as Dante Martin,
Right?
who I watched at 18 and was wrestling
Right.
until he got injured there. I'm not a fan of Dante. I don't like that style personally, but he didn't have like at least Dante. You're like, holy shit, that's crazy. Did
Yeah.
you see that? Mm-hmm. I didn't see any moves that made me say that.
The Indicator says, I love high flyers, but I hope Nick doesn't hurt himself severely before his AEW career really gets rolling. Bone's like, hey there, Vin, how are you? And Robbie says, an unforgettable main event. Piccolo says, who the hell was that? Who the hell was what?
Nick Khan, or Nick, whatever his name is. Nick Cage. Nick.
No,
Wayne.
Piccolo is asking about who the hell was that. Probably Lance Archer and whoever was with him.
Right, the Murder Hawk. Yeah, I don't know who he's wrestling.
Robbie says the pros is he didn't need to go through the indies. I guess.
Well, they said he kind of did.
Then they should just bring any kid off the street, the backyard wrestlers, and put him in there.
They said he beat Takeshita and a few other wrestlers that he beat before he was even 18.
film. It says, Mr. Charles will win our dinner match. Serena Deeb or Anna J. Anna J. Indicator says, has Don Callis always had that scratch?
No, he got a big scar. He got stabbed in the head with a something. Screwdriver
fake.
or something.
That's the most fakest thing I've ever seen.
Well, there's a scar there. They just paint it pink. It's white.
They make
I don't
it
know if it's
so
that
dumb.
big, though.
They just try to make it more than what it is. They try to make it dramatic for him. I can't remember who stabbed him in the head, but somebody did. I think it was Moxley.
Right. Well, it was during that feud.
Somebody, yeah. And then he became their friends or whatever. Oh, no, they're my friends. I love the Blackpool Combat Club. They need me more than you guys.
Oh, look at that. Pac's back.
Yeah,
That must be their fifth man.
Blackpool Combat Club now.
That makes sense, since he's probably from there. They need an Englishman.
All right. Robbie says, looks like AEW are trying to give some new bees a chance. Sure. That's probably it.
The bastard.
Bastard. Oh, no, his
Stopped
head.
him right in the face. So, is Don Callis in charge of the Blackpool Combat Club? Is that the club that he wants Jericho to join? Or
Yeah, supposedly.
that would be weird.
I know, I don't like it. Any of it. It's stupid.
Does he like to be called Kenneth?
What?
He's calling him Kenneth.
Oh, Kenneth.
Kenneth Omega.
Maybe. Maybe.
So they kind of downgraded with that fifth member.
With Pac?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, all he does is do flips. I have another buddy that I used to talk to all the time from Detroit, and he's a huge wrestling fan. And he always said the same thing when he was in WWE. It's like he's just a gymnast.
Right.
Like, what's his name? Reginald.
Mm-hmm. I was like, yo, Robbie, what's going on, pal? Robbie's like, Kenneth, LOL, very 70s, that name.
We still have a fifth member, too. Check
Oh,
the
no,
screen.
the lights went out. Who's
Check
going to
the
come out
screen.
and do something?
Check the screen.
He's coming, whoever he is.
That's their...
Blood and guts.
Is it a
He's coming
surprise?
to blood and guts. Who's he? Who's it going to be?
Nobody, I guess.
That guy.
Whoever that guy is.
He is an
He's coming.
amazing athlete in New Japan, and everybody seems to know who he is.
They're not going to give us his name.
The Golden Elite.
Boucher? The Golden Elite?
I guess.
So why is Omega still trapped under a chair? Oh, there he came out.
Oh, because he can't do it himself. His arms are broken. Anyways, Vindicator says, gotta have variety on the team, Travis. Everybody can't be power lifters.
I agree. But not everybody can be tiny. And that's what AEW is. You've got 5 guys that are above 6 feet tall.
Robbie's like, film, you chillin', looking at your wrestling posters, getting that warm, fuzzy feeling inside. A Bushi?
I just feel like
Must be
that
big
you
in
need
Japan.
a variety. Like, you need kind of everybody. This is starting to hurt.
I bet. It's almost time, though. Piccolo says, don't worry about him. He's a nobody. He seems to be a somebody. I think you're lying again, Piccolo. He probably is huge in New Japan, which is great. I just don't know New Japan. So... question, I guess, is he kind of tall like Takeshita? Because at least Takeshita is kind of like the same size as Don Callis.
Right.
Don Callis isn't like a tiny, tiny little man.
Right. What? Yeah, like John Moxley, what, 6'3"?
Something like that. Or 6'2". I don't know how tall he
And
is.
take a shot, whatever his name is
Takeshita.
Takeshita. They're about the same height.
He's pretty tall. I mean, and that other guy, whatever his name, Habushi or something like that.
Right.
I just wondered how tall he was because he looked like he was pretty thick. So I was just wondering, question.
Yeah.
If
Well,
he
they
was-
on the picture there they have him
Yeah.
with but
Like
everybody's
the
kind
same
of the
size
same.
as like Hangman.
Right.
Which Hangman is not really that tall, but he's tall enough, I guess.
He's probably 6'1", 6'2".
Yeah.
Well,
Next
it'll be
week,
good next
though,
week. Hopefully,
that's the Blackpool Combat Club against the Golden Elite. They got their 5th member.
I'm just hoping that he's exciting.
It's going to be so exciting.
He's exciting.
At least we'll know most of their names.
Yeah.
Just one we won't know.
What'd you call him?
I think it was Husha,
Yeah.
something like that.
By the end of the
they
match.
said it,
By the end of the
and
match.
I caught it a couple times, but not a lot. Anyways, Vindicator's like, so both teams have Flippy guys as final members, but I'm excited for Blood and Guts more so than SummerSlam or whatever comes next for World Prolonged Promo Entertainment. I feel well. Feels like it's just dumb Japan bullshit. Okay. I know I hurt your feel bads with the whole Nick thing, but come on. Cola's like, he'll be here and then an afterthought in 2 months. Vindicator says, you guys take care. See you on Friday. Anyways, cheers. Whereas like AEW trying to be like WCW. He's that whatever guy seems like he's a big dude that I'm just saying I don't watch New Japan, so I have no idea who he is. So my questions are legit questions.
Are they too legit to quit?
No, probably not, but I might quit. Anyways,
Hey.
for the night. Bye, film. Have a great night. Anyways, thanks everybody for hanging out and joining us for AEW tonight. We'll be back again on Friday.
Woo! Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Bye-bye.